is Meg McCallum from the Centertown Citizens Ottawa Corporation, who is the manager of membership and communications. And CCOC is a nonprofit landlord with over 1,600 homes for low and moderate income households. It is also home to 12 rooftop gardens and 3 community gardens. Meg leads tenant, staff, and volunteer engagement in sustainable living and manages volunteer involvement. She's been a member of the steering committee of the Low Income Energy Network since 2010, which is an important province-wide collaboration. She's a longtime Centertown resident and community activist, and joined CCOC as staff and member to promote and practice Live Local strategies.
Here we are in 2013, and the big piece that the Ontario Energy Board did not support when they were developing their low-income protocol was the idea of a rate assistance program. So if you look at the work that's done by social housing providers, what we do is provide a subsidy to offset the actual cost of housing for the people of the lowest income to make their housing affordable. And that affordability helps with a whole bunch of societal goals. Down to 2 minutes. So this is the same concept applied to utilities. And so the interesting thing is in 2012, the Drummond report came out. That was the province hired an economist to give them ideas about how to get the province out of debt. One of the recommendations from the Drummond report was get rid of that clean energy benefit. Why are you subsidizing the energy costs for people who really don't need a subsidy? It's a lot of money. The other thing is review these other energy subsidy programs and look at value for money and achieving specific policy goals. Well, addressing poverty in the province of Ontario is a goal of the province, so let's look at that. So there was a meeting between Lean and the energy minister in the fall of last year, and for the first time the energy minister said, I'm interested in hearing about this rate assistance program. Can you put together some actual numbers for me? So Lean hired an economist from the States who's worked on developing rate assistance programs that are currently in effect in Pennsylvania. And he actually crunched the numbers based on the real life experience in Pennsylvania. And he came up with the numbers that we're taking now back to the province. So basically, what we're looking at is that for $64 million a year, we could make electricity affordable for all citizens in the province of Ontario. So it's a lot of money. We don't want to spend a lot of money, but at the same time, that $64 million is still less than half of the amount that we're spending now on the clean energy benefit and the other targeted subsidy programs combined. So it's still a good bang for the buck, and certainly if you're bringing these people out of poverty, it provides a lot of benefits to society. So he ran some numbers about how that would be paid for even if the province didn't pay for it directly. And basically what you're looking at is 33 cents per month if it was done as a total program cost versus total customer consumption, or about 50 cents per month for a residential bill added to your utility bill if you did it based on this other per meter calculation. So different ways to pay for it, different ideas, but at the end of the day, what are we looking at? We're looking at social sustainability. We're looking at improvements to the individual customers who are now so much less stressed and able to actually manage their bills reasonably. We're looking at improved outcomes for the utilities. In Pennsylvania, they're finding that they're actually collecting the money they want. They're spending less on collections management. They've been able to reallocate staff who were formerly just basically out there, I was going to say Benny the knee breaker, and then that didn't really sound right, so I apologize for that. But trying to collect money from, trying to, squeeze water or blood from a stone? Yeah, so no, they don't have to do that anymore because people are able to pay their bills. And then of course the improvements to the community where, you have people who are able to use their scarce resources toward things that really matter, improving health outcomes, improving education outcomes, and creating a better societal base. So that's a really brief overview of the concept of energy poverty. A lot of the recommendations for this idea are directly targeted to the province. They're the ones who set the regulations and who fund the programs. So what can we do in the municipal context is a lot of advocacy. There's also potential for the city to help top-up contributions to some of those grant programs that are given out to people of low income, but really the burden and the responsibility lies at the provincial level. So as you're at your small tables and discussing, that's sort of what we would like to propose as a recommendation. And this is pulled off of the Hydro Ottawa website, so if you are interested in learning more about the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, if you go to Hydro Ottawa and type that in, you can get all sorts of information on how that works and who qualifies.